What's up guys, Conor from Cardboard Coliseum here today with my OTS championship deck that I got my invite with. I played Trickstar. I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible, but I'll give you guys a quick summary. The reason I've been gone from the channel for literally forever is because A, my computer's a piece of crap, and I need to update it, and that will happen very soon, actually. And B, I've been really busy. But I plan to give you guys more videos in the future, and now that I have my invite, I don't have to play as many regionals, so I can just actually focus on videos, which is great. And I got a lot of other things coming that I would love to share with you guys, but I can't yet, but I will be soon, so stay tuned for that. This channel is definitely going to get a revamp eventually, and it's going to be great. But until then, coming at you with my Trickstar deck. I played Trickstars, in my opinion, if you're not playing Pendulum Edition in this like 2 to 3 week format that we have before everything changes, because mainly spirals, I feel this deck is the most consistent deck to play, and that is just the simple fact that if they ash you at a key point, you usually have 18 other cards to search with, and I know that's an exaggeration, but this deck searches like a monster. So, with that in mind, oh, and I also wanted to say, I'm not playing the power burn version, I'm playing the consistent no burn version. Obviously you have your chip damage cards, but you don't have the main source of like dark rooms and stuff, because in my opinion, those are dead unless they're in a key spot. And I understand you can win games off just that card, but I don't like the lack of playability, I should say, that that deck interacts with, whereas this one just plays consistently and gives you your best chance of winning. So without further ado, kicking it off with YuGiOh. Quick thing about this, obviously you're playing it for the Beals combo, gets over Masterpiece, but Honest also does that, and your Kaijus also do that, and I don't think I'm actually going to play this card again, because I don't like dead cards. I'm a huge advocate of not liking dead cards, and unless it's turn 1 or you have no field, which usually isn't always the case because Reincarnation, this is dead, and I don't like this, and you can't even normal summon it, so it makes a lot of things. I would play Scapegoat 1,000 times over if I ever got to redo the option there. But YuGiOh. Trickstars, we played 3 Candina, it's your Stratos, it's broken. It's really good. 3 Lyco is the best one in the deck, does the most things for you, and the fact that you can summon multiple off the same bounce, stupid. And 1 Lilybell. I play 1 instead of 2 because, again, I hate dead cards. I don't like dead drawing this, especially opening turn. But this card definitely does what it needs to for you, and because you have Reincarnation most of the time, you're just getting this back. So, just 1. I don't feel you need more than that. Hand traps, triple honest, deals with problem cards. This deck has a huge problem with dealing with big things. This is one of your big cards to deal with that. And Masterpiece is obviously the most important, and this just gets over that, while doing damage that this deck's already efficiently doing. It's really good. Triple Draw Lock, you're playing it because of Reincar, but this is also just pretty good right now. I feel this is actually underrated, and a lot of people aren't playing it in decks that aren't Trickstar, and you just stopping a search. First of all, in the mirror match, it's great, and our locals is full of the mirror match, so I thought it was good there. Second of all, against Pendulum Magician, if you do it early enough, it's super relevant too, which is pretty cool. And against Spirals, it's about to be literally insane. So, definitely 3. Triple Ash, still the best hand trap in the game in my opinion right now. Name a relevant deck this doesn't fucking stop in their tracks. I guess if you're going to say Trickstar is relevant, and they have other search cards, I guess it's not stopping them. And I guess against Paleo, unless it's like a Key Reckless Greed or something, it's not really stopping them. Or adding the swap, I guess that's the only relevant play. But, still the best hand trap, by far. Maxi, not as relevant as it used to be. A lot of people used to call this the God card. In the last format, I believe it was. Right now, I don't think it is. When Spirals come out, I definitely think it gets back into its status of godliness, but right now it's just it's pretty good one-of. So it's 19 monsters. Spells, we play Triple Light Stage, and Triple Light Stage adds cards, nullifies Spell and Trap. Really good card. Definitely play this card. It's fantastic. It's not once per turn, and that stunning effect is really good. Double Desires, I hate 3. That's just me personally. I don't like drawing this with this. I hate dead cards, but this card's also just fantastic, and you play everything at like 3 in this deck. 3 of what I consider to be the best disruption card in the game currently that's not a hand trap, and that's Cosmic Cyclone. Banishing Spell and Trap is huge right now against almost everything. And this does that for free as a quick play for 1,000 life points. What more do you want? If that card was at 6, I'd play 6. That's 11 spells, 10 traps, triple reincar. This doesn't need an explanation. It's insane. Banish your opponent's hand, they draw the same amount. If you troll them, they're not drawing shit. So it's really good at that. Double heavy storm duster. I play this solely for this, but it's also good in just having more spell and trap hate. But mainly, if your opponent's playing correctly, and you don't blind this against them, which you normally don't ever have to do, and they know you have it, they're going to start setting cards before they go to search, because instead of losing their entire hand, they'd rather just lose the one search card instead of everything. And I've had a lot of people where they'd set like a desire, set like a terraforming, go to search with something, you obviously have the reincar, but if you have this, you can blind this against 2 back row before they do anything else, because if they're setting before their main 2, chances are, and I know this is insane, chances are it's to dodge this, and in that case, you can blind their cards, their other outs, and then this becomes like a +1, but it was really good because it stopped 2 search cards, and that this hits the other one, and it's a lot of times it's actually a blowout more than a lot of people expect. Moving forward, in testing I played 3 of this. I cut it to 2 because I just didn't want to like brick with it, I guess, because between Cosmic, your field spell, nullifying shit, and 3 of this, I thought it was a little too much. But no, actually, I brought in the 3rd a lot. I sided the 3rd, obviously, and I thought maybe I actually should have mained 3. But we'll get into that later. I played a Solemn Brigade. I don't know why this doesn't got hit yet, but when it does, it does. It's obviously you just play this card. Last card I played was Compulse. I didn't play Ghost Ogre in this event. I feel Ghost Ogre right now, unless it's against Diagram, isn't really good. Ash is also just better against Diagram in most cases. That's a lie. Actually, Ogre's better. But, like, Ash is just good in general, whereas Ogre only hits that as a super relevant card. And I don't think Ogre does enough right now. My locals is also filled with Trickstar, and Ogre in that matchup's pretty meh. So, I played Compulse because I didn't want to play Storming because, again, mirrors at my locals, they just, if it's Storming, they hit it with Light Stage, and then I can't do anything. It dies at the end phase. It's chainable either in the end phase or when they're trying to hit it, and it's also chainable in any other matchup. And bouncing anything to hand's usually pretty good, gets rid of problem cards, gets rid of Masterpiece if it's not affected by traps, which actually happens a lot now. And also if you have Lyco or multiple Lycos and you bounce something, it does more damage. It's really good for that. Moving forward, I don't think I'm going to main this again. The theory was definitely cool behind it, but it didn't end up coming up a lot. So whether I play that again or not is debatable, but the only 3 cards in the deck that I just... Gofu I definitely won't play again. If I sided, it's only for the Beals play, and in that case I think there's better ways to make Beals. And this I'll probably just side. It's a good card, it's just, I don't need to main it. Side, Kaiju Package, and Interrupted. In addition to Interrupted, we play the board wipes. I don't feel there's a reason to really explain that, aside from just their board wipes. And they get rid of problem cards. 3-day barrier. This is still really good against anything that's anything. Mainly Pendulums, Invoked, it's very good there, but because Pendulums is such a prevalent deck right now, like this is just really good for that. Double Anti-Spell, same reason, but also good against random spell decks. The 3rd Duster Storm, because, you know, board wipes. And the MVP of my entire side deck, Triple Diamond Dust. I say MVP because it won me my last match to get to top 4 against Paleo, which I think is this deck's worst matchup. Pendulum Magician arguably is this deck's worst matchup if the person playing Pendulum Magician is playing it perfectly, but if not, you're fine. Paleo, regardless if they're skilled or not, their infinite traps are a bitch, and Totally Awesome is Totally Awesome. And because the deck already can't get over big things, Totally Awesome's a real dick, especially against Honest, but we don't have to talk about that. We only have to talk about this. This board wipes their waters, if they're traps they get banished because they're probably coming back off the thing, and does 500 for each, and that extra damage is just really good in Trickstar, as it is. But it makes sure they don't make Totally Awesome, which is the only way they win. So, there's that. Extra deck, 1 Holly. This card's really underrated. Don't think enough people actually take advantage of making this when they can. Just straight does OTKs. It's really good, but its most important effect is the fact that things linked to it that are Trickstars can't be destroyed by a lot of card effects. And I won a game against a guy that had a Lycus here, and he swung into it, and didn't die, and anytime he added a card, if that Lycus was there on his following turn, he lost. So he couldn't do anything on his last turn, which included a Oath Dragon or something, and when he drew, he lost. So that was that. So that's really good for that. 2 Proxy, just a break the dead tokens into something so you can make the code faster. It dodges the Link Spider play. I don't play Mrs. Radiant, although if I'm playing Scapegoat I am, so I guess I don't have to play 2 of this after in the future. But it's just for that. It's also light, so if you can honest it, it's pretty cool. Decode, which isn't light, and I keep thinking it is, I don't know why, but it's really good. Makes your stuff not targets and stuff. Firewall, there's a loop with that, also it's light, cute thing. If you have, let me see if I can find them real quick in this deck. If you have Lily and Lyco, and Lily's in hand, and Lyco's here, has to be in this zone, to where it's pointing, and your opponent has anything that's bigger than Lyco, you swing it into their monster, it dies. Because a monster was sent from the field of the grave, where this pointed to, this special is a monster from hand. Special, swing directly. Effect, add this back. Special this to a zone that he's not in, obviously. Add the Lyco back. Or add the Lily back. Swing into their monster again. It dies. Effect, summon this. Or summon this, not here. Swing directly. Add this. Effect, summon this. Bounce this. Swing. So on, rinse and repeat, and that's to your OTK. If you can go for a game like that, it's really broken. Topologic. Board wipe stuff. Reincarnation allows you to board wipe stuff whenever you want. Tokens also do, if you're playing Scapegoat. Again, reasons I wish I played Scapegoat. Scapegoat, 2017, broken card. Synchros, we play Black Rose and Ancient Fairy for your Ash. This is the better one, it's not even close, but this is your Suicide board wipe if you need it. So there's that. 8s, we play Beals and Scarlight. This for Masterpiece, this is for board wipes and potential OTKs. And we played Vermilion for the sole fact of if you fuse or synchro the Candina with your Gofu, it's really good there. You can banish a tuner, pop a card, and then hopefully the tuner you banished was Ash, so that when the stats back card effect, you get Ash back. And that won me a game, so that was cool. Rank 3s, we play Acid, Nightmare Shark, and Breaksword. Scrap Dragon, gets over Masterpiece, attacks directly for more damage, usually game. And last one, we played rank 4, Tornado. You never rank 4. Honest is the only way you're really going to rank 4, unless you stuck on 2 Candinas, but most of the time that's never a case. And I could have played Dweller, but I wanted something that was disruptive, and in a format where Dinosaurs is not really relevant, and Cosmo is the only thing I want Dweller for. I felt this is just good against literally everything. But yeah, so that's my deck, guys, in a nutshell. I hope to be on this channel more often soon. But until then, peace out, have a great day, and Trickstars. This deck actually gets better next set, so look out for that.